All right, I click start stream. I wonder if this is working now. I think it's working. If I had to guess. I'm trying to pull up the chat so I can ask y'all if you hear me. Oh, we definitely don't want that playing in the background. I wish there was a way for me to set this up ahead of time, but I have to like pop out the chat now. How's it going, everybody? What did I just do? Did I break it? Hey, there's Haley. What's good, Haley? I'm going to put the chat over here. Is that a good idea or a terrible idea? I'm not sure. What's up, Tyler? I was originally planning on doing a form check Friday today, but I didn't feel like doing that. I felt like watching some of my old videos and maybe correcting some of the mistakes that I've made. That's why I'm wearing the headphones this time. I actually have a reason to. So thank you, Matthew. Matthew says nice stash. I've been it's almost there. It's like so close. I give it like 2 more weeks maybe. Audio levels are good. I should be coming out of this mic. Let's see. Yes. All right, it's working. I hope everyone had a good Christmas. I haven't streamed since before Christmas. Let's ooh, see, look at this. It's got a little fade there. Also, if my voice doesn't match up exactly with the video, it's because the video is coming from my phone's camera through the Wi-Fi network to my computer with an app that I bought, and the mic is just hardwired in. So the mic audio might be before the video that you're seeing, or if the video skips out, it's probably because it's 617 and there's a lot of congestion along that 2.4 gigahertz band. My mom's there. I gotta make my mom a mod. I think that's like required. Add moderator. She said it's the pink sweatshirt. I actually still have the pink sweatshirt. I'm not gonna go get it, but this is like the upgraded pink sweatshirt. So this is back to the first like weekly video that I put out on my channel. If I go back here, I can show you. I did make other videos. This was the first video on my channel. It's my backhand throw. How old is this? This is 2014. So this is when I went to school up in Jonesboro. I'm trying to see if you guys can hear it at all. I guess you don't know if I'm playing it. Boom, what a smash. This was a star T-bird. And this is hole, ooh, I want to say 13? If anybody can correct me. This is an older hole. Obviously, this was when I first got to school up there. Up at Craighead. Craighead, that's the name of the course. But let's, this is 4 years ago. Let's watch this in beautiful slow motion. If you don't know, YouTube has an option here on the speed. You can change the speed of it, of the playback. And if you pause it, you can hit the period key and the comma key to go frame by frame. Look at that X step foot backwards, perfectly backwards. That's really what you want. You want to turn all the way around so you don't have any range of motion going forwards. That front foot's kind of sideways, though. I wish it was more offset. Left arm's nice and tight. Ooh, and the huck face, though. Oh, man. That huck face is... How do I zoom in here? Is there a way to do that? Dang it. Huck face is on point, regardless. That is quality material right there. I don't know if my huck face is still the same. But let's keep critiquing my 4-year-old form. This was 18-year-old Danny. No, this was probably 17 years old. When was this? May. No, this would have been 18 then. So good. So good. All right, but let's jump to the videos that I was wanting to watch. This is the first weekly video that I made on my channel. In this video, my phone is stacked up on a stack of discs in a napkin holder. I actually still have the napkin holder. It worked really well for holding my phone. I didn't have a mic. I didn't have anything. I just had my big pink hoodie. And this was a really nice eMac Truth that I really liked. And then I lost it. As goes with a lot of discs. Somebody says, you're a treasure. I'm your mentor from the snow-covered Rockies where every disc golf basket is under 4 feet of snow. That sucks. Just tie ribbons on your disc, I guess, and chunk them. Discs are made to be lost. No, they're not. That doesn't make sense. Thank you for your kind words, Kurt. Let's jump into this. Oh, it's still at 25%. All right, a whole. Why am I wearing my watch backwards? I just noticed that. Like, that's the... Okay. Good idea to have text cover your face while you're talking. That's usually a good way to... Oh, my brother's here too. I better make him a mod too. We're not going to have any B-roll. Oh, we do have B-roll. All right. There we go. There it is. That's right. You want to have a sideways foot here, step here. Big Jerome was doing the same thing. You don't want to... Can't hear the video. Can I turn it up? I sure can.
And when I do that last step, it turns them back, and they end up having no power going into the throw.
I'm also talking really quietly.
Footwork is don't
I am. No, I'm not wearing my watch backwards. I had it backwards there.
Last step is the brace. Last step
is
going.
Good stuff.
Turning my foot here loads my hips. I don't even think about it. I know that when I turn my foot, it's going to load my hips.
Give us a new putting tutorial one day soon. If you check out the, that's what Drew Barton says. Thank you, Drew. If you check out the UDisc live scores, I shot an 83 cumulative last night at the putting league. I am not one to be giving putting advice, but I like to think my videos have come a long way since the days of the pink hoodie. How long did I keep the pink hoodie? I kept them for a little bit, and then I was convinced to not do it. Lots of people don't think I've made a wind video.
How's it going, guys? I'm Danny, and this is everything you need to know about playing in the wind. First thing to know about playing in the wind is wind doesn't just blow, because it can change. Because as soon as I throw a fast disc, because the wind is blowing
a really
at
great
the disc,
idea to have
so the
text over
disc
your
is going
face.
to behave like it's thrown harder.
What are some of my older videos you want me to see? Drop them in the comments. Let me know. Let me know if you have any questions about what I'm talking about here. What did I say about the wind, a headwind? Fast, overstable on a hyzer.
A fast disc.
I guess that's accurate. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything about keeping it low. You generally do want to keep it low below the wind. I used to have so much fun with this blackboard too. I used to take so much time to draw on that. Piercer Araya says, Danny, your videos have helped me so much. Thank you, Piercer. Happy to help. I can tell you what to do, but you have to put the work in. Let's what did it get dark there for no reason? Filming with an iPhone. Distances, flying kites. Yeah. I talked about this in the latest Physics of Flight. Let's see. We've got... This is one of my more popular videos. Ooh, upper body timing. This video sucked.
How's it going, guys? I'm Danny.
This video is awful, but I have a lav mic. I'm kind of proud of the production value here. This is when I was borrowing my dad's lights to set up in the corners. Haley says I should bring back the pink hoodie. David says elbows. Ron says, Danny, you should come to Buffalo. We have some cool courses. I have no doubt, Ron, but Buffalo is a long ways away.
And I'm back again this week with fixing common mistakes that I see beginners make.
That's a real mouthful of a title there. It's a good idea.
Throughout this video, I'm going to refer to a one-step motion.
Oh, did I have B-roll here?
To my chest, and then I reach transferring.
Look at that.
This is one of those things.
Oh, I missed this field. This was the best field work field. This was by Fellowship Church in Little Rock. This was that's not actually a road there. It looks like a road. You can drive on it, I guess, but it's actually like an access road to the parking lot. This was a mega church. It's huge. And that field had like 600 feet that you could just bomb it. It was awesome.
Sound like it'll make that big of a difference?
I talk about timing there. Stop talking and show B-roll.
Using the tricep and the trap and the arm.
Wait, I gotta go back to that.
Using the tricep and the trap to really accelerate the disc.
It's a trap. It's a trap. Admiral Akbar.
Motion.
I like it.
It's a fast motion. So the muscles that move the shoulder are very strong, but the shoulders aren't long enough and they're not nimble enough to really do anything for throwing a disc. Think of all the things that we do with our hands and our arms that would be terrible if we tried them with the shoulders.
This is my
So
old
shoulders
apartment.
aren't good for disc golf. Focus
Answer
on
man
using
shirt.
the tricep and the trap and the arm to throw the disc. Some pros use an advanced technique where they compress their shoulders.
Warning,
right before they
advanced
pull,
technique.
and this gives them a little
Keeping your left arm tight is now an advanced technique. I'm gonna talk about that some. Technique. Real quick, this was a Christmas present that somebody on the Disc Golf Discord sent me. We did a Secret Santa thing, and this is the prettiest getaway that I own. I love this disc. Anyway, I talked about compressing the shoulders, and I'm mostly right there. That's just keeping the left arm tight to your side. Get out of your chair. Can you see me okay? Look at that. Only my head's cut off. I'm going to tilt it up some. All right, how's this look? There you go. Okay. So people say keep the arm tight to the left side. What you want to do is have the shoulder socket here, the joint, at the front side of the socket. So for me, that's having my hand on the inside of my leg. But if you watch somebody like Dixon Jowers or Paige Pierce or Garrett Gurthie throw, they have their arm not tight to their side, but it's still at the front of that socket, right? So I don't know if I can do the Paige Pierce, but she kind of goes like that, where she jabs her hand forward, and that gets it to the front of that socket, and that keeps it tight to your side. So while your arm can be technically tight to your side, if it's set to the back, that's still not going to get that efficient rotation that you'd get if it was set to the front. Hope that makes sense. Does that make sense? I throw Star Roadrunners. Can you recommend any discs that are similar? I'd say a Renegade would be fairly similar. Ron is right. Fantastic courses. Do you have any videos on exercises to throw farther? I don't really, because exercises aren't really how you throw farther. Generally, doing just refining your form is going to get more distance rather than doing exercises. If you just get stronger, you're going to try and smash it more, and that's going to cause your technique to suffer. So I wouldn't really say exercises are going to help you throw farther. Maybe like yoga or something to increase mobility and to let you be able to throw for longer, but maybe not for farther. I've noticed pros go from heel to edge of plant foot and stop. Any tips from over-rotating or overeating, but he means over-rotating from the torque. Let me talk about that for just a second. I'm going to flip back. Actually, I'm going to go find the video that I need. I don't need this right now. I'm going to go find the video that I need. This is, I type in Team Dynamic Discs. And this is Team Dynamic Discs 2018 Pro Worlds. I go to 2 minutes and 20 seconds. There it is. This is just an awesome slow motion right here of Paige Pierce. All right, I can switch it back. I did already switch it back. Okay. Kill the audio. There we go. What courses do you play, Matt? I was talking about Buffalo courses. All right. Let's watch her rotation here. Toe, heel, onto the heel, and she rotates over like that. So I'm not sure what you're talking about there. See, that's kind of what you're supposed to do. I feel like if you're stopping your rotation, that's going to cause damage on your hip, right? I don't know for sure. I'm not a doctor, obviously, but you don't want to be stopping your rotation for sure. You want to follow through and let everything, don't try and absorb the inertia. Let it, I don't know, words, science, I don't know how to do it. Piercer Aria? You're going to have to tell me how to pronounce that name. Is there any trilogy disc like a magnet? How does a magnet fly? Are they kind of overstable or kind of straight-ish? Because I feel like a Marshall feels fairly similar. It's got that kind of that profile that's kind of similar, but I don't think it flies very similar. Again, advanced technique. You better not keep your arm tight to your side. Shut up, moron. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. Okay, what's up, Solo? I'm talking about magnets. Okay, if magnets are maybe a little bit straighter, man, that's kind of a unique rim that they have. I'm trying to think, is there like a West Side disc or a Lat 64? A Gauntlet might be similar. Those are, again, fairly overstable. I don't know. What is a magnet? Magnets are understable. Are they? If they're kind of on the shallower side, probably a deputy would have a little bit of turn to it. I'm trying to think of discs that kind of have that micro bead that's like in between. Mercy. That's your Huckleberry right there. Mercies have a nice. It's not deep and not super shallow. It's kind of a rounded edge, and they still have that micro bead on the bottom. And they are very straight. What's up, Steven? What old videos should we watch and cringe at? We have to watch this one, the How Not to Suck at Disc Golf. But I think that's for a later time. Lots of people. What's a video that people don't think that I've made? Because I get lots of messages that are like, "Oh, can you make a video about this?" And I'm like, "Man, I've already done that." But again, these are all fairly old. I might have to just redo them. Let me know what videos I should redo. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my Upshot video. The casual round video, this was one of my favorite videos ever. Just to make and film. It was a lot of fun. But it just didn't get as many views. I would do more. Matthew said, Danny, what made you choose DD or Trilogy as a whole? They were mainly running the events in my area. The Doug Trantham was a Latitude 64 sponsored pros. He was a Latitude 64 sponsored pro, and he ran a lot of tournaments in my area. So I would play those events, obviously get those discs as payout. And then I listened to Disc Golf Answer Man, and I realized that Trilogy is doing a lot more. That Dynamic Disc specifically is doing a lot more to grow disc golf and what would benefit me. And I like their sponsored players the best, so that's what I decided to throw. And then they decided to give me the discs for free, and that was super cool. So let's jump back into videos here. This is everything mostly.
How's it going, guys?
About Upshots. I added mostly there because people were getting upset that I was saying everything you need to know. Like I was going to make a 4-hour video about something. No, it's not everything you need to know. It's everything you need to know.
And this week, I don't have a comprehensive list of every minute detail of how to throw an upshot.
Sort of tongue-in-cheek. Ooh, the old music.
So
that music, that's in the YouTube audio library. It's called Crimson Fly. Good times over there on the YouTube. The old Crimson Fly. I had this that song and this intro here for my sister took these photos. They came out super cool. I missed that putt, by the way.
So upshots. I have a lot of material for this video. I'm going to throw their versatile. I like to throw a disc on an upshot. Their most overstable mid-range or a really overstable disc on an upshot. Now the problem with this is it's not versatile.
This was in that field.
I like
to
throw
a
Warden for all Anheuser with it. I can throw a straight shot with it, or I could throw an Anheuser with it.
It took so many tries. I'm not very good at Anheisers. It took so many tries to get this Anheuser shot here. Let me think of there's a really cool B-roll shot here. I talk a lot about upshots and how you want to have the same release point as you do for a drive to maintain that consistency. Mainly just a lot of talking. I really like this video. This was a cool shot. I like this one, the slow motion here from the side. Oh, this was a really good EMAC Truth too. This is when they first came out with the Maiden ones. I think I left that one in the fairway somewhere.
The left side of my chest.
Look at this silky
I make sure and get my hand on the outside, and from my shot, I make sure and still make this power pocket here. And when I'm throwing, I spin the disc as much as possible. Now this is going to give the disc a lot of gyroscopic stability.
Just restart the song. Why would you?
Why
would you bother fading it out and fading it back in? Just restart it. What was the shot? I had one that was like the underside of a disc releasing. I thought that was really cool. Kevin likes my drills video. Let's go check out the drills video. This has my favorite joke at the beginning.
How's it going, guys? I'm Danny, and these are some of my favorite drills.
Do you get it? It's because they're drills. That was so cool. That has 38,000 views. Holy cow. That's a lot. I lost this criminal too. That's a special edition criminal. I love that disc. What am I talking about here? Oh, the towel drill. And then, oh, that's when I drew the line and did the line drill. That's a good one. Why am I not just watching
your non-dominant foot in line with the heel of your dominant foot, and you put the can just on the other side.
There you go. This is Crush the Can. This is Steve 22's drill.
What designed to teach you is a weight shift. It's supposed to teach you how to shift your weight into your heel.
Turn this down some. Robert loves his truths in Emacs. Same, I love it. I haven't thrown a truth in a while. I've been sticking mainly to Emacs, but the truth is a great disc. It has a nice smooth turn. You carry 4. Nice, I can see that. I'm gonna guess like a moonshine, and then a lucid, and maybe a fusion, and maybe a truth for that little bit. A little bit of extra turn. Matthew'd like to see more videos on angles. I think I need to redo that one. What's one of my more popular videos. Do I have anything else that I really like in this video? Oh, the wall drill. No, that's the door frame drill. You gotta watch out for light switches with that wall drill. I've backhanded a lot of light switches. Also, can we talk about this angle here? When you're filming, you don't ever want to shoot up someone's nose. That's exactly what I'm doing right there. You live and learn, I guess. All right, angles. Them jokes, yes. Where is it? Here it is. This is one of those videos that I went out and I filmed for it, and then I started putting it together, and I realized that I wasn't doing at all what I was talking about, and so I had to go learn how to do it right and then go film again. Really frustrating. Who said that? Christopher Zarek? Zarek? I'm going to just say Zarek. For a newer player, getaway or escape? Your thoughts, Danny? I like the towel drill to warm up. I like the towel drill as well. It's a great to warm up, but not really good if you're trying to learn how to snap. Like if you're trying to develop snap or something like that, you definitely don't want to be snapping a towel. That's going to cause you to muscle everything and overpower. For a newer player, getaway or escape, I would definitely say escape. Getaways are overstable. They are torque resistant, and you can smash them flat, and then they'll fade at the very end. I would definitely say an escape is going to be easy way to get free distance. Kurt, still in the Rockies snow. Can you please help more with nose up throws? I can. I have a video on nose up, but let's check out this one on release angles real quick. Oh, wait. I think I just played myself. Because I was like, got no audio. Super slow motion. This was so fun playing at Ledgestone. This was Bethel Barrett came out and filmed all these. I saw Bethel again there this year.
Of course.
All right.
But more and over
Footwork.
So moving.
This shot was so cool. I loved that pink defender too. That was awesome. Look at this. I'm reaching way across my body here. You see how the disc is all like I'm throwing this direction. The disc shouldn't be over here. It should be out here. If that makes sense. That was already sponsored? Wow, I sucked. All right. Reach back. Set the angle with the reach back. Pulling on the plane. This is something I still struggle with to this day.
In the reach back. One of the common mistakes that's your chest, and the disc will sort of pop vertical right as it gets here. And
oh, this would be doing it wrong on
and you'll have to
purpose.
set the angle at the last second. The variation, and if you chance of your follow, you want the disc to fly.
That's a sheriff.
So if you're over here,
I don't think I've ever thrown a sheriff. I know they go far. How does the towel drill lead to muscling a disc? First, Matthew says, I really like the evidence, but replaced them with Rock 3s. Sorry. It's fine. Throw what you like. I think if you're replacing an evidence with a Rock 3, you probably weren't expecting the evidence to do the right thing. Evidence is kind of straight to understable. The Rock 3 is fairly overstable, so maybe a verdict would have been a better fit there. But if Rock 3s work for you, keep with them. Transitioning to this. Where's a towel? Oh, is this a towel? Yes, there's my towel. I have to be careful because I only cleaned this exact corner of my apartment. Like literally from this side of the frame to this side of the frame is all that's clean. So, you know, it's a risky business opening up the door. What's up, Chandler? How's it going? Chandler writes a great blog. Nish says, one of my slow-mo videos, I noticed the disc wobbling out of my hand. What am I doing wrong? I'll answer that one next. Towel drill. This is a flight towel, by the way. This is a pretty cool doodad. It actually has a piece of a disc here that you can grab onto, and then you throw it, and you don't actually throw it, but you do your swing with it, and the towel adds some resistance so you don't hurt your hand or throw a disc and hurt your wall. towel drills, if you're trying to learn how to throw and you're doing a towel drill, chances are your towel drill is going to look, am I in frame if I go right here? I am, because I don't want to smack the wall. Your towel drill is going to look like this. Right? You're just going to be as hard as you can. You're like, oh, it snapped. It snapped the towel. That'll be great. And then you try and throw a disc, and you do that, you're going to go in here and round, and the joint's all messed up, and everything's coming out wobbly and nose up and everything. It's not a good drill to learn how to throw. It's great to warm up, and it's great if you're working on something else, you can do it over and over again without having to go pick up a disc. But if you're trying to develop a certain part of your throw, towel drill's not going to do it. Is the video skipping for y'all? Because it's kind of skipping on OBS here. I can't really tell. So yeah, if you're trying to learn snap, just throw and work on keeping your angles right. Go up to try a wall drill. Try filming yourself and watching. Or one of the drills I saw was actually, I'm going to grab a clipboard because I don't have it, but it was a lunchbox that somebody put in their shoulder here. So their shoulder stayed at 90 degrees. I don't remember who that was. It might have been Ratton. I thought that was really cool. And that'll help you get the feel for keeping that angle right. I should try that one. Anyway, that's why the towel drill is not for developing a throw, but if you're working on something else and you just want to have something to throw but not actually release it, that's what the towel drill is good for. It's also great for warming up. Nish asked, Nish is a guy here in Emporia. I've played with him a few times. He said he noticed on a slow-mo that Solo, did you happen to answer my Tursus versus Patrol question? I did not. Sorry, Solo. The Tursus is a little bit more stable than the Patrol. I could power up on the Tursus more, and I could also get some fade out of it. The Patrol, if I threw it hard or if I threw it soft, it had a pretty consistent turn, and then it always landed with the right side down. Secret Santa Getaway, yes, this thing is beautiful. I know people want to see it spin. I don't know if I can do that with the angle, but it's beautiful. Okay, skipping a little, sorry. That's because frames are dropping. I need to get an actual webcam and not just an app on my phone. The frame rate's bad. Crap. Pre-flight number Champ Orc replacement in Trilogy line. I would say a Flow or a Trespass. Sorry, I was talking about disc wobble. So, wobble is referred to as off-axis torque. So, when a disc is spinning, it's spinning around an axis, and the axis is through the middle of the disc, right? And you want all of the force that you are putting on the disc to be in line with the rotation of that disc, right? You don't want anything to be up or down. You want everything to be around the disc. If you're throwing and your release is off, or you trip while you're throwing, or something is off with your follow-through, your hand or your release could cause an upward or downward force besides the rotational force of the disc. So it's like, it just caused, I'm going to see if I can do it. I might have to get it spinning too fast. Whoa! That's a microphone. All right, I'm not doing that. Which will cause it to wobble. And it'll destabilize the disc, and it adds drag, so it won't go as far. So if you're trying to do that, try releasing on one point. I'm not saying throw with one finger, but have your release point be a pinch rather than all of your fingers releasing at once. That's good in general because then the disc will pivot out of your hand, and that'll add some power. I wish that video wasn't skipping. I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, I answered that. Lots of times it'll happen on forehand, but that's because the disc isn't spinning enough. And you've got to get a lot of rotation on the forehand and still keep all that rotation in line around the disc. I think it's more common on forehand because it's kind of harder to have that pinch, and you really don't want to have that pinch release on a forehand. You want to have kind of a, I don't know, different kind of release. Whatever. All right, any other questions here? Let's go check out, I wish it wasn't, it looks kind of okay right now. The frames. Oh, I didn't turn on my lights. That's better. Look at that. So much nicer. Okay. This was maybe one of the more unfortunate videos that's on my channel, and also one of my favorites. I gotta switch it back. How webcam fund, patreon.com. Thank you for linking that. Yes, I do have a Patreon. I give away discs every week, or every time I post a video, and I recently I've switched to doing 4 at the end of the month, or doing 1 at the end of the month for every video that I released. So yeah, that's where. Thank you for linking that Patreon. It's good for right now. Well, I guess the network's good right now. This is either the best or the worst video that I've ever made, depending on.
You want to know what my favorite body part is? I'm going to make a list of what elbows can do. Open a door. Open a pickle jar. Get in a fight.
I couldn't actually open the pickle jar then. I had to like do this one and then unscrew it and then open it. Yeah, whatever.
Get a date. Wait, actually I don't know how to do that. Maybe Google it? And throw one of these.
Oh, that's such a cool shot. I remember this. I should stop interrupting the video. I remember this. Nope, not subtitles. That defender too. That was such a good one. Boom. Ah. All right, back to full speed.
You want to know how? Step 1, reach back. It's not rocket science.
It's like
Don't reach up, don't reach over. Reach straight back. Step 2.
Oh man. Yeah, this I yelled too loud for the mic. Cut out.
How?
Fun fact.
Here.
I learned how to tie.
You want me to read the whole thing? Okay.
There's nothing on
To
that
involve
paper
the
either.
elbow in the disc golf throw, the disc must be brought to the chest before the shoulders can turn, with the hand on the outside and the elbow up, thus creating the power pocket and giving the elbow range of motion to move forward and throw the disc. Can I go home now?
Get out of here, nerd. Go back to playing your lame card games. Wait, actually, I'll be done here in a minute. Can you deal me in? Step 3, outdrive your friend.
This is Scott Standridge. What a dude.
But don't be a jerk about it.
That's my favorite here because he's like, oh yeah.
What now? Practice. Throw all the time.
I
Practice
lost
all the
that
time. There is no sleep.
Oh,
Only. No, I'm coming soon. No, I'm almost done. Okay.
Why did I make this video? Oh gosh. Why did I make that video? Alright, let's watch something else quickly. Somebody said videos where I brought in my alter ego Dan are the best. Yes, I really like those. Those are the comfy conversations. That's on a playlist. Ba-dum.
Whoa.
I've done 6. Nope. Yeah, I've done 6. Oh, this one's in here twice. Get out of here. Hey, what's up, dude? What's up? I should have feathered that cut there.
I can add a lot more consistency and power. So from what I've seen, I would say you want to keep from your... Oh, okay, sweet, thanks. I'm going to go ahead and work on that in 6 months.
Yeah, that's that's a lot. Lots of people will say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna work on my form in the off season or something like that," and it really bugs me. So that's why I made this video. Real quick question from Stinger says, "Is there any benefit to using my middle finger as a pivot point? Pointer finger ends up slightly on the rim versus pointer finger. I end up gripping the disc with 3 fingers over 4 most times. So I use a 3-finger grip as well. I use these 3 fingers. I leave my pinky off because it hurts my pinky to throw." And using like this, I guess would work, but the issue is it tilts the disc nose up because having that pointer finger there is gonna tilt it up. So I wouldn't recommend it. I don't know why that pointer finger tilts it up. I don't know. Weird. Anyway, I would recommend having the pointer finger as the pinch point just because If it's your middle finger, you have to move it further. You have to move your thumb further back to get that pinch, and that's not going to come out right at all. Then it is going to be nose up. All right.
Why is that? I really don't want to mess with what I've got going on right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and not change anything. You kidding? You basically just told me you don't want to improve at all for 6 months. Well, that's not. Tan 7 Red Bulls deep using... That was meaning. Have you seen your throw? It's like an orangutan 7 Red Bulls deep using a chuck it backwards. You know, I've been a solid top 10 contender at the last few tournaments, though. Yeah, in rec. Disc golf is all about making your game better at every opportunity. Disc golf is a job for me, and I still work on something every time I go out. You remember Sunday? Dude, yeah, you crushed it. I was working on my reach back the whole time. Really? Couldn't tell. Exactly. Changing something makes you better, not worse. Now you're playing rec right now. I've seen your putting. It's pretty good. If you get your driving down, you could play intermediate. See, the problem with me though is that's going to take work, effort.
Yeah, I think the later ones are
Whoa, is that the new release?
Better.
Can I try it?
Oh, what's one of my older favorite videos is this one. What am I looking at? Where is it? It's the one, everything you're probably doing wrong is what it's called. Oh, look, I made a putting video. That was stupid. Where is it? This is it.
How's it going, guys?
Nope.
I'm Danny.
Is it? No, this is it.
And probably you're going and the heels. Once we start, weight on the heel is slightly more accurate every coming into the shot too fast. Now, while I didn't see very many people running from the back of the tee pad, I did notice a lot of people start off their shot with a strong push off the left foot that just gives them too much momentum to be able to time the shot correctly. So that's why I always say slow is smooth and smooth is far. A slower shot is always going to be more controlled, and it's going to have better mechanics, which is going to result in more distance.
That right there. We need to see that one more time.
People start off their foot to be able to time the shot correctly. So that's why I always say
smash
to be able to time the shot correctly.
Fusion
so that's why I to be able to time the shot correctly. So that's why I.
Hang on, we need that in slow motion. No, I keep clicking subtitles. Wait, we need the audio. Oh man. Smashed it. Absolutely smashed. Yeah, good stuff there.
I always say slow.
I had some questions in the chat. I have to go find it now. There it is. Okay. Which card games? No, I was just card games in general, just to be funny. How far do you want your elbow to lead when the disc is in the pocket? Well, conveniently, let's go here. Yeah, it's loud. Apologies, guys. My first time streaming. Where's Paige? Whatever Paige is doing is right. I'd say about that far. Maybe that far. So my issue lately has been I have my elbow too far in front. I've been making the power pocket like here, and that means that my shoulder joint is opening as I'm throwing, and it's not as solid that way. I want it to be basically a what am I thinking of? A brace for my elbow to extend from. I don't want to be moving it because then it's not a solid thing to pivot from. A fulcrum. That's what I'm thinking of. A solid fulcrum. So you don't really want to have your elbow out here, but then again, you also want to make sure this joint here is never bigger than 90, or is never smaller than 90 degrees. You want it to be at 90 degrees or bigger all the time. Bigger is okay, but as you get better, as you improve more, you want to try and keep it exactly at 90 degrees. At least for me. At least I think so. I don't know. So yeah, you definitely do want to have that joint bigger. Get your elbow as far out in front as you can until you're throwing really, really far, and then as you're working through the different things to improve on, then try and keep it a little bit more square. Well, I got about 10 more minutes of streaming here before I hop off here, so I'll go ahead and answer some other questions here. Comfy couch and Flint Hills are the best. Let's go watch one of those Flint Hills. No, not that. the Flint Hills challenge where I did all the push-ups. That was fun. Oakley really liked this one. 4 hands. I really liked this, making this one, the weight of golf discs. Kellen McCann is my buddy. He's from Jonesboro. There's the bag of tricks challenge. That was crazy. There's a freaking grenade for you. Skip ahead some. No, not that. This part. No one cares. Stop talking. All right, backhand roller off the first tee. Someone says, do you ever throw other manufacturers' discs to compare to dynamic discs? I mean, sometimes if I'm out playing with somebody and they throw a disc, it's new, I'm like, oh, I want to try it. I'll give it a shot, but it's not, I don't know. I don't really throw new discs that often. I haven't really, Getaway and Maverick is an addition to my bag, but I haven't really, I don't know. I guess once you've been playing for a while, the thrill of trying new discs isn't as much depth. But yeah, I've thrown, what's the last disc from another manufacturer? A Buzz. Haley King. I threw one of Haley's Buzzes at Ledgestone because it'd been like 3 or 4 years since I thrown a Buzz, and I wanted to see if they still flew the same. They did. They're super straight. That's about it. What else do we have? Felon only Flint Hills should be your next one. Give Eric a little love. I could do that. Yeah, putt with a Felon too. I have a Lucid X. Would I be able to throw like different types of Felons, do you think? Or like could I throw a Lucid X at a Lucid and a Bio, or would I have to be all Lucid or all Bio or all whatever? I don't know. I think it might be a cool spin to have it do all the different ones. Legendary E had a great question. I don't remember what it was. Oh, there it is. Would you rather have Dave Feldberg tour full-time again or Ken Climo? That's a good question. I think they, I don't know. I think they deserve some time off. I don't know. Feldberg, I haven't met Climo. Well, I've met him once. I shook his hand before the 2000 David. Was it 15? 2015 GBO? Or was it 2016? It was the first one we came up. We played right in front of them with Cynthia, and almost crashed into them with a golf cart along with Nate and Valerie Doss, but that's not important. Yeah, I haven't really met Climo, but I've had good interactions with Feldberg. He's a nice guy, so I don't know. I guess probably Feldberg for the answer there. Am I going to be in town on the 19th? I guess so. Robert, Chris says, real question is, who is Ricky changing to? Okay, so here's the thing. People have been saying that, or people posted screenshots of that, the Innova box in the background in Ricky's latest video. Like, it's just a box. He could have got that years ago, or it could be his allotment or whatever. Who knows? I don't think that really confirms anything. Yeah, it sort of hints towards it, but that's where my guess is anyway. But I don't think just seeing that box is like, he's for sure going to Innova. Like, I don't know. I don't know what boxes I have out there. If one of them, like in the closet, there's people like, oh, is Danny leaving? That would be very awkward to be sponsored by one company and working for another. But yeah, I don't think that really changes that much. Will I throw a McBeast Buzz? Probably not. Yes, different felons. I think that's a great idea. I'll probably do that. Solo says, if your discs had to be one plastic, which one would you choose? So my instinct is to say Lucid because that's what's most in my bag. But I think I would go with Biofusion because Biofusion Defenders go really, really far. And it's grippy enough that if they made Biofusion Wardens, I could putt with them. Look at that grenade. Look at that. I think Biofusion would be the plastic because I have a Biofusion Verdict that is just amazing. It's like a little bit of flip and then a long straight flight with just a gentle fade. It's perfect. What small adjustments can you make to find the right timing? So the trick to timing is to time your reach back so it peaks when your front foot hits the ground. If those two things, so your arm mirrors your front leg, if those two things happen at the same time, it's probably going to work out well for you. That sort of sets up the timing. It's really hard to round if you're doing that. It's really hard to reach across your body or reach too high or something like that. If as soon as the disc is back, it goes forward, that usually will set your timing correctly. And from there, it's a very small adjustment. Actually, almost made that putt. I was putting really well this day, and I haven't been able to recreate it ever. Sucks. What is my favorite shot? What is my favorite shot? I like throwing like a flat release distance shot that works to the right way far and then comes back at the end. I think like a season, not a super season, but like a medium season, right in that sweet spot, Biofusion Defender on that line is perfect. I really like that shot. How's it going? Daniel, what's up, Nick? Ricky's not going to DD. No, he's not. I can confirm that he is not switching from one brand to a sister brand. All discs under 160 grams. Flint Hills would be cool too. Reminds me of the Japan Open. I actually just did a starter pack. We filmed a starter pack challenge with Anthony. I threw the Breakout, the Proof, and the Gavel starter pack, and he threw the Escape, Truth, and a Judge. It was kind of windy, and that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say who won. Just guess in the chat who won. Is it me or Anthony when I'm throwing at Peter Pan Park, is the course we played. Nobody lost any discs. A Breakout, a Proof, and a Gavel, and he's throwing an Escape, a Truth, and a Judge. Thoughts on the Maiden? Oh, I've actually got a video coming up that the later half of it is going to be about the Maiden. So the Maiden has turn. It's a little bit faster than most putters, but it also has fade, right? So where's all the shot shapes video? That's what I want to watch next. Nope, that's further down here. Do you see it? All the shot shapes? Tone of voice says he won. Yeah, maybe. Cannot confirm. Where's my all the shot shapes video? It has like a little tic-tac-toe board on the thumbnail. I look angry in this thumbnail. I need to change that. Balance. That was one of my later videos. This video, I really wanted this video to take off. The what makes discs different, I really thought that one was going to be a lot bigger than it was. Okay, this is how to throw the different shot shapes, because we were talking about that. That there is my favorite shot shape. And my little cod hit marker there, I like that. I was talking about the Maiden. So it's faster than most putters, so it's going to the issue is the nose angle is going to matter a lot more. If you throw it nose up, it's going to be more stable, and if you throw it nose down, it's going to fly fairly straight. It has turn out of the hand, but it also has fade. So if you're used to throwing putters that you hyzer flip and then they fade, it's going to seem fairly overstable because it does have that little bit stronger fade. But if you're used to throwing putters flat and letting them hold straight and then fade, it's going to seem like it's understable because it's going to work to the right. So that's actually going to be the next video that I make, is going to be on throwing putters well and how to throw them with like a little bit of nose up, because the putter directs the nose angle. Putters need a little bit more nose up than drivers to fly well. Not you, sorry. Yes. Anthony Toot Hole 12. He did. He posted that on Instagram. I missed some questions. Matthew said, "Am I touring in 2019?" Not any more than I did in 2018. Really, I'm going to be working full time at Dynamic Discs, so it's going to be harder for me to get out on the road. Escape, yes, Escape was a clear advantage over the Breakout. I was pretty much limited to hyzer flip rollers the whole time. So if you just imagine a round throwing only hyzer flip rollers, that's what it was. I saw Jordan Castro in the chat a minute ago too. What's up, Jordan? It's almost like you could search for a video in a bar or something. Yeah, but I don't want to search because then it'll pull up results from all of YouTube, and I don't really want to show those. I just want, my videos. Anyway, it looks like I was breakdancing there. That's when I fell down, isn't it? There's another video I had to go out and film twice. There, I still have that yellow EMAC Truth. I just took it out of my bag because I almost lost it too many times. Where did I fall? It was here. Nope. It's on the intro. Throwing a hyzer. Yup. Didn't fall though. I meant to do that. What other questions we have? Robert says, is a hybrid verdict more overstable than the regular? Just got 2 Dustin Keegan hybrid verdicts and have not thrown them yet. So the hybrid verdicts are actually really nice. They don't have turn really. They don't flip out of your hand, but they are very glidey and they go very, very straight and then they fade. They fade later than lucid verdicts, but they also don't really have that tendency to turn if you overpower them like they do. The most overstable verdict is the moonshine. I've been throwing the crap out of my moonshine verdict. I love it. I was actually going to ask you if you could do a video about throwing putters. Well, I can. I'm planning on filming that on Sunday because that's the only day this week it's going to be about freezing. What's a good Rock 3 replacement? I tried the EMAC, but I kept flipping it up. Verdict's a good one. I would say the hybrid is going to be the closest to that, like Rock 3 that holds very straight and then fades, but the Lucid's also really good. I bagged a Lucid for a while, but right now all I have is a Biofusion and a Moonshine. That Moonshine for that very overstable. Not very overstable. I can still get them out there because they have pretty good glide, but, you know, more overstable. Let's see. What's your favorite? Who is your favorite non-trilogy pro? Thought I'd save you an awkward conversation Monday morning. Probably Kevin Jones. He's just a great guy. He's been super nice to me every time I've met him, and I beat him twice. So pretty much I get to brag about that. He's also slaughtered me every other time we've played, but that's okay. Fun fact, every hole in Arkansas, just about every hole in Arkansas, if you're walking up to it with a local, he'll say, yeah, you know Kevin Jones 2'd this hole with a rock. Every hole without fail. Kind of sucks. Because then you're like, oh, how do you do it? I better try that line, and I'm going to throw my verdict at it, and it doesn't work out very well. I don't even know if he's 2'd it most of the time. It's like if it's like a par 4 or something like that. Whatever, I'm salty. He 2s holes with rocks. Is it normal to consider throwing my bag in the lake and going home? Yes, very much so. Favorite disc other than the Getaway? Either Defender or Verdict. Ooh, or Warden. Crap. Verdict. I throw the Verdict the most. The Moonshine Verdict and the Biofusion are what I have in my bag. Probably the Verdict. Eric says, what's the closest disc to Legacy Cannon from the Trilogy line? Okay. When I saw somebody, I haven't thrown a cannon. When I saw somebody throw it, it was like a little bit of hyzer, and it would flip up and glide way to the right and then come back. Is that accurate? Or I also saw somebody throw it, and it was like a little bit of hyzer, and it would flip up to flat and be a beefcake. Like it would fade out fairly hard at the end. So if it's towards that overstable side, I would say, regardless, I'd say Ballista Pro. The I almost said VIP because that's West Side. Opto Ballista Pro is probably going to be your best replacement for that cannon. It's very fast, very glidey, has a little bit of turn. If you get a heavier one, it'll be that flip to flat fade. If you throw a little bit of a straighter one, or a lighter one, it'll flip up and maybe glide to the right a little bit. Haley says Team Marshall, Team Warden. I guess because you're a magnet thrower. So Team Marshall's the closest thing. I don't understand. What's the most overstable disc I can think of? I think the most overstable disc is the Warhorse. The new West Side Discs Warhorse. I'm going to get my stupid face over there. I've had people tell me that it was the Stiletto. But I think just run-to-run Warhorse and Stiletto are going to kind of trade blows. But I threw the Warhorse on 45 degrees of anhyzer as hard as I could. I can go find it. I will show you here. I threw it on more than 45 degrees of anhyzer. And not only did it fade out, it skipped. It faded out and skipped to the left on 45 degrees of anhyzer. Here's the video. Flat. There it is, anhyzer. Little bit of tailwind. Okay. Like a minute bit of tailwind. but I felt like it would not be doing my my journalistic integrity. Look at that. That's as hard as I can. And it's like, nope, LOL. Forehand. That is probably the most overstable disc that I've thrown. I haven't thrown a stiletto that's more overstable than that. And that search bar seems to be handy. Shut up, Chandler. Can you recommend a good throwing putter? I really like the Lucid Warden, the stock stamp Lucid Wardens that just came out. Well, I guess they didn't just come out. It's been a few months. They are really good. I'm throwing a what is it? It's like a metal flake Warden right now, but it's the same. It flies the same as the stock stamps. So I would. Ooh, that's a good rip out of that. Look at how overstable it is. I didn't even think about working right. Anyway, yeah, it's going to be, if you throw it with the right release, it's going to fly very straight out of your hand, not going to turn. It's going to just hold the angle and then a gentle fade at the end. Have I ever thrown a nuke OS? It's disgustingly OS. I'm trying to think. I've thrown a nuke. I don't think I've thrown a nuke OS. The old nuke-os. The Canon and Ballista Pro are similar, but the Pro is better. I try not to say one disc is better than the other, really ever, because, you know, it's different strokes for different folks, as they say. What? All right. Any other questions? Any other videos I should check out here? 3 disc reviews in 1 video. Playing with only flippy discs in the wind. That was a Flint Hills challenge with the Trilogy Challenge discs, because they were all fairly straight. A little bit of a clickbaity title, but you know. This was a video that got a lot of comments. Oh, look at that framing. Yeah, you want your head towards the bottom of the frame. That's going to be a good idea. People said I wasn't being scientific here. And like, I'm not. Like, you know, I'm not going to do a sample size and do 500 throws with each disc. That would be stupid. But just from like I threw these discs more than just what's in the video. I threw them probably 15, 20 times each. And so I knew how they flew. I was trying to demonstrate in the one shot how they flew on all the other shots, rather than just showing them all. So I guess I could have taken a little bit more of a scientific approach to this. Yeah, you can't see that disc at all. Why did I even do this? Where's the flight tracker? Come on, past me. Jeez, past me sucks. Have you released a video on beat-in overstable discs versus a straighter disc out of the box? No, I haven't, but that's a good idea. I wonder what the difference would be. Because, like, I guess a Ballista Pro versus a Biofusion Defender would be a good comparison. Because they're fairly similar. And I think they fly about the same, right? Like, I can get them out to the same distance. I just like the Biofusion Defender better because I've thrown it longer, right? If I have a disc that's beat in, I know it. But I don't know that there's very much of a difference between a beat-in disc and a straighter disc out of the box. It'd be a good thing to test. Someone says, did you see a tournament that Jomez covered where Feldberg missed that 3-footer? Have you done something similar, and have you seen a top pro do it in person? I have certainly done something similar. It was pretty much every time Anthony films me, I'm going to miss a very short putt. It's just a given at this point. And yeah, so he's got like 5 or 6 on film of just me donk or cage or blowing by the basket or whatever. A top pro, everybody's missed putts. Man, it sucks, but everybody does it. Thank you, Solo. Have a happy New Year. I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. Oh shoot, it is. Yeah, it is getting kind of late. I guess it is time to start turning it down. I guess I'll answer one more question. Any other questions in the chat? And you got to make it a banger. Make it a good one. I'm gonna take a long sip of this water. Oh gosh, I almost made myself sick. That's too much water. Oh, pardon me. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Trond Moss. This is a guy who I did a form critique for in the last video, in the last live stream. He has larger hands than the average person. Some discs are tricky for me to hold on, like the Escape. Can you recommend discs for people with large hands? My hands are solidly medium. Don't have big hands, don't have small hands, just medium. Generally, people are going to say that people with bigger hands are going to want deeper and wider rims on their discs. So discs like the West Side Giant, the Giant has a massive rim. The World does too. For a fairway driver, the Criminal has a very deep rim. For like a straightish fairway driver, what's this black screen here? What am I doing with my life? Okay. I'm trying to think of a fairway driver that has a deeper rim. The Escape's not that deep, you know? Brian, you and I have the same hairline. That's why I'm going the stash, to distract from it, you know? People be like, ooh, that guy's got a nice stash, and then I've already walked past by the time they look at the hairline. Except right now, they're like, ooh, that guy's got an ugly stash. And then they also say he's got an ugly hairline. That'll work. Anyway, I think the trick to throwing discs with larger hands is to maybe change your grip. Don't grab it with all 4 fingers. I use just a 3-finger power grip. Maybe try that one. And focus on getting that pinch release point. So the disc will pivot out of your hand rather than all of them releasing at once. I think that's good. Top 5 pros of all time in 30 seconds. Okay, Climo, Macbeth, Doss, Paige Pierce, Nate Doss. I guess probably Valerie Doss too, because she has a lot of world championships. Either Elaine King. I don't know. I haven't really seen Elaine play much. I gotta go with Valerie Doss just because it's 30 seconds. What's my dream card to play with for 18 holes? You, Chandler. Let's go. Justifer says Journey? Oh, Journey or Kansas? I don't... Probably Kansas. Just because, man, I'm trying to think. I'm drawing an absolute blank on Journey songs right now. Yeah, I think, Tyler, I think Val is the right choice. What's happening to Dan? Is he still throwing 650? Yeah, he's, instead of 360 drives, he's upgraded to 650 drives. So he starts off like a little bit turned and then does a double 360 and throws it. It hasn't worked out well so far, but he claims he's added distance. Is Journey the one that has the Glee song that was super popular everywhere when Glee first came out? Because if so, I hate them. This was a smash, by the way. This shot, I love that shirt, that West Side shirt, but this was a crunch time. It's so far down there. Believe me. Anyway, I think that's it. I'd love to see people throw at a football field. Yes, it'd be good to get concrete numbers for that internet distance. I think that's it for the stream, guys. Thank you for watching. Sorry the video's skipping again. I changed it from whatever it was before, like 640 or something like that, to 1080. I think I'll probably, jump it down to like 720 for the next one. But thank you for tuning in. Dan should stream too, definitely. We'll get him on here. He streams Fortnite pretty regularly, but he hasn't figured out how to take the video off of unlisted, and I haven't told him because I don't think anybody should be subjected to that. So that's the way it is for now. I don't know if I can do Danny versus Dan with the stash. I might curl it up for Danny and then just comb it down for Dan. I like it. Sorry, I was ending the stream. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. I'm going to be... Soon I will have a video on throwing putters out. That's my plan if I can film it on Sunday, hopefully. I'm also going to hopefully have a actual webcam instead of this janky setup right now. So Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you have a safe New Year. Don't drink too much, and if you do, stay home. Or don't drive. Have a buddy drive. I don't know. Safe things. And I always have to say, always remember. That's what I'm supposed to say. Always remember, slow is smooth, and smooth is far. I should have shut off the stream, right? It's my favorite video. I gotta watch it one more time.
Mic on, mic off.
Body part is. I'm gonna make a list of what elbows can do. Open a door. Open a pickle jar. Get in a fight. Get a date. Wait, actually I don't know how to do that. Maybe Google it? And throw one of these. Really fail. You wanna know how? Step 1, reach back. It's not rocket science. You reach back. Don't reach up, don't reach over. Reach straight back. Step 2. How?
Here? And you want me to read the whole thing? Okay. To involve the elbow in the disc golf throw, the disc must be brought to the chest before the shoulders can turn, with the hand on the outside and the elbow up, thus creating the power pocket and giving the elbow range of motion to move forward and throw the disc. Can I go home now?
Get out of here, nerd. Go back to playing your lame card games. Wait, actually, I'll be done here in a minute. Can you deal me in? Step 3, outdrive your friends. But don't be a jerk about it. What now? Practice. Throw all the time. Practice all the time. There is no sleep. Only. No, I'm coming soon. No, I'm almost done. Okay.
All right, I had to end it with that for real now. Thanks for watching, everyone.